Everyone, how is everyone doing today? So nice to be here with you guys on Scope, and I'm really excited about this topic because I know it's something that many of us are working on, and it's something really that we need to keep on working on if we want to grow our business. And something that I was actually thinking of in today, actually I was just thinking about today was like how much, you know, being service providers and being coaches, mentors, like giving awesome service to the world, how much time we really invest in getting clients versus spending time in serving our clients. This is something that I've been thinking about now that we have literally closed the doors to Money Flow Mastery, our group coaching program, and it's that shifting from selling the program to serving the woman in the program. And I love that time, you know, just being able to serve and looking out like, where can we make it better? How can we serve these ladies more? How we can make the whole program experience for these ladies even more better? And having the time to do that, right? I think it's so many times as business providers, as service providers, we tend to get stuck in that space of getting clients, but what about serving clients, right? What about serving the clients that you have enrolled? And it's really about like those two things, right? We always got to keep on working on. And something that I want to share with you guys today to really help you shift, you know, right? So you can really call in those ideal clients so that you can really focus on what you love to do, which is to serve them. Because at the end of the day, I know, like, that's why we go into business, right? That's why we go into business, because we want to serve, we want to provide our service, we want to see change in the world, and that's what really makes us full and fulfilled and happy, right? So in regards of creating these shifts, I'm going to be sharing with you today 3 shifts that you can start taking to start creating that shift within you, in your energy, in your business, so you can start calling in these clients. So if you are ready to hear these shifts, please say yes in the scope. Let's see who is here. Hey Kim, Harsha, Connie, Aname, Daisy. Hey guys, hey. Kim, Connie, awesome, great. So the number one shift, awesome. The number one shift that you have to do and literally like implement is be an ideal client. If you want to call in ideal clients to you in your business, you gotta be that ideal client. What do I mean by that? You gotta start, if you have a coach, if you have a mentor, if you have something, you gotta start being that ideal client. Because so many times we are attracting people like us. You know, I really believe everyone's a mirror, right? In life usually, right? So if you want to attract and call into your life people who are ideal clients, be that ideal client. You know, take a piece of paper and write down, what does an ideal client mean to you? Like, what is an ideal client? Someone who pays on time, someone who's responsible, someone who respects you, someone who is honest about her desires, someone who does her homework, whatever these things are, and be that person. Be that client. By energy, you will be attracting more people like that to you. You know, in Money Flow Mastery, like I feel so blessed. Like we attracted so many women who are just amazing. The women in that program are just wow. And I remember like before launching the program, like one of the things I knew I had to really be more fierce about was being a very good client myself. You know, being very like showing up, asking for help, all these things that I knew that I wanted in my ideal client. You know, for me, my ideal client, I'm gonna share with you, is someone who might not be making much money, but is someone who has desire, someone who is committed and has the motivation, is willing to show up and is willing to put her part. And it's okay if she's stuck, but she's really willing to change that, and she's willing to take feedback, and she's reaching out for help. That's my ideal client. I started being that more. I started implementing that in my life. I started asking for help more in things that I knew I needed help. I started showing up more. I started being more more responsible, more on time, like all these small little things that I knew I wanted from my ideal clients. And literally, I feel like I attracted those amazing women who are now part of the program. The other piece is you gotta know, the other shift is know your why. You know, so many times we're focused on getting clients, but why do you want clients? You know, usually the answer is the money. But I have noticed that whenever I focus on the money, I never call in those ideal clients. It's like I start repelling people for some reason. And of course, because my mind and my intention is on the money, I'm not really caring about the person or their transformation. So the shift you gotta create in this is, instead of focusing on the money that the client will make you, which will happen, it will happen by consequence. You know, it'll happen by byproduct when you focus on the right thing, which is Okay, which is, I have like notes here and I want to make sure I say it in the right order before like saying something in advance, which is really focusing on the client's desire, the dream, making that happen. When you start focusing and having the intention that the reason you want more clients is to help people get a certain result that you have a big passion for, when that's your why, when you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited to call in one more client because, you know, I'm just excited to see how she starts shifting her money story and how she starts getting clients herself and start, you know, really building a business that is in true alignment with her. Like, this is really exciting to me. And that, guys, when you focus on that, like, you will be a magnet to these clients. Like, it's just as it is. Like, you will be this big magnet, calling them in, like kind of like magic, you know? And it's super duper powerful. You start calling them in actually like magic. But it's that desire. So shift that desire from the money. Like, because so many times, like for me, and I'm guilty of this, right? In the beginning, we're always like, we want more clients because that's going to bring us the more money. But money will come in. It's the byproduct. Let's focus on the result we want to see in the world. You know, for me, I personally, I desire to see more women being financially free, independent, and having a really good relationship with money. That's my desire, you know, and seeing women do what they love to do. That's what I want to do. And just by thinking that and focusing on that and getting excited by that, it's like you start attracting them. You start attracting these women who want that, and it just becomes a perfect fit. So that's the second shift. So don't focus so much on the money. The money comes in by byproduct, but focus on that results. And the third shift is, instead of focusing on, and this is something I realized, like, especially in business, in the masculine, and this is a very feminine approach to it. You know, so many times in business, we're like, okay, we need 3 clients, we need to do this. I think it's good to have like an understanding of how many discovery calls you gotta do to get a client, to make this much money. You gotta have an idea, right? But what I have noticed for me, when I start focusing more on like the value I give, the service I give, the connection I create with people, that brings in the money, the clients by byproduct. So instead of focusing on like forcing people to get on my webinars or forcing or trying to get people on my discovery call, like I really try to focus on how can I help people? You know, I go to my Facebook group looking who's having issues here, what advice can I give that will really help these women, what are they talking about, what can I post today? And really just focusing on being of service. Like even my email list, like I'm always looking out to see what's their biggest challenge, and writing blog posts on that, doing scopes on those topics, right? You know, just yesterday I posted, what are you guys struggling with? What's your challenge? Many of you guys said getting clients, which is why again this post, like my focus is now focusing on being of service, providing value and helping. And I've noticed that by doing that, again, law of attraction, law of compensation, the money, the clients come in. Because at the end of the day, your ideal clients, like the ideal clients who are ideal, committed, willing to invest, ready to invest, and really willing to create transformation in her world, she wants to be helped. You know, she's attracted by that service energy. She's attracted by the results because that's what she has in her mind. That's the result she wants. So she's attracted by it. So when you do these 3 shifts that I've been giving you today in a scope, you will be in the perfect energetic space and mindset to call in the client. And you know, this is the first step. This is 90% of the game. Because once you get into this space, this energetic space, you then can do the strategy you do, the webinars you do, like all of that is like the strategy piece, the masculine piece, works much more better. You know, I have clients who have these amazing automated sequence and funnels and all these amazing sets, gorgeous, but their energy is not right, which is how I notice that they're just repelling clients. But when you do these shifts, when you start shifting these 3 things, and you do the other piece, right, of the funnel you create, it can be a simple thing, whatever it is, like just, when you're in this energy and you just post like, oh my God, and you just think like, how can I help someone today create abundance or make more clients, and then you post that, and I've noticed the posts, the emails that I create from that energy gets me way more results and connection than, oh God, I need to get one more client, I need the money, I need the money, I need the money. That, I've noticed that I need the money energy attracts people needing the money, and it's just not a match for the person not willing to invest. It's just not a match. It's not an ideal client. But when I focus on, I'm so excited and I'm so grateful to be able to help women make more money, build their businesses, and get more clients. You know, how can I do that? How can I see more women in my community getting those results? And really, the other thing also is like really following those insights you get, because so many times you will be guided on what to do, and like it's amazing. Like in my Q&A webinar we had on the Money Flow Mastery this week, One of the girls actually asked me, what's your business plan, Sharina? Do you have a plan in place and stuff? And like, it's not that I don't have one. I do have an idea what's going to happen next and what's the strategy that the plan I created for myself with my coach. But more than anything, I've noticed that when I start asking the right questions, I get the answers. So asking questions like, how can I see more women with more money flow? How can I get more testimonials? How can I have more thank you letters and emails? Like things like that, like small little things like that, more impact. You know, when you start asking those questions, you will get those insights. I really believe you'll get, the training you'll be needing, like all these things start coming in when you're focused on that. So I'm just going to summarize the 3 shifts. And if you like them, guys, I want to hear from you which one you liked and share with me why. So the first one is be the ideal client yourself. Number 2 is focus on the correct why you want the client, which is the result that you are looking to help the client create. The 3rd shift is focus on being of service. Focus on creating value. Always be creating value, because law of competition, the more value you create that is helping people and servicing people, like you will get compensated. It's kind of like, and when you do these 3 shifts, again, guys, it puts you in such a great state energetically, and you become a magnet. I've seen it every time when I notice that I'm not attracting people or like I'm repelling people for some reason. I look back and check within myself, like, oh, you know what, I'm focusing on the money. I'm focusing being very needy right now, being very ego driven right now, and it's showing. So that's you, right? If you're noticing yourself not getting the clients, you're posting all over, and it's not sticking. Do this work. You will see when you do this type of work, when you do this, the post will be even more powerful because of the energy behind the post. The webinar, the email will be more powerful because of the energy behind it. So this is so important. I really feel this is 90%. Hey, Marva. Nice to have you here. Daisy. And guys, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, share with me what have you liked of today's scopes. What are you taking away, and what are you going to maybe apply in your business and life so you can start calling for help when you're feeling stuck. Don't me. And many people are really open to help, but sometimes we close that door of help because we feel guilty of receiving help or things like that. At least that was my story. So be the ideal client. Number 2, focus on why you want the ideal clients, right? Why does it stop? What do you mean, Marva? Share with me what you mean by focus on. I don't know what you mean. They're not willing to